Hey besties, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. First of all, happy new year, happy 2024. I hope 2024 is even better than 2023. We are going to be kicking off 2024 right by choosing my January TBR. I will indeed be bringing my TBR jar into the new year with me because I love this thing and she really makes me read books that I may have forgotten about. So if you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe because I would absolutely love to have you here. And now let's get into it. I will be choosing 8 books out of my jar as per usual because it's just a very nice number. It gives me lots of options because I am a mood reader and sticking to a strict TBR can be a little bit difficult. But our first prompt for 2024, I really hope it's a good one. Let's go. A book by an author you've never read from before. This is good. This is fresh starts. This is 2024. I'm sorry, I'll shut up about the new year. A book by an author that you've never read before. So, all of the books I'm looking at, I've read from them before. Okay, I've been kind of vibing a fantasy in January. I am a little bit tempted by one of Carissa Broadbent's books. I also, of course, have my 4 Christmas books, all of which are from authors that I've not read before. So we could be bold and choose one of these. All of the authors down there I've read from before. What else is there? I could also choose Binding 13. I think my main 2 books that I really want to get to this year is The Serpent and the Wings of Night and the Binding 13 series. So I'm like, do I kick off January with one of them? I could do. Which one am I more likely to read is the question. So I've pulled a certain book off my shelves. I'm currently reading Sable Peak by Devney Perry. I also haven't finished Six of Crows yet. So if I want a fantasy, I should probably finish Six of Crows first. So for that reason, from an author that I have never read before, I think I'm going to choose Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Tried to read this book a few times. I've also had it on my TBR a multitude of times and I've still not read it. But January is the month, okay? I have faith. I believe in myself. This book is not bad by any means. I actually really enjoy it and I really enjoy the setting and the accents and things and the way that Chloe Walsh really embraces... Where's it set? Is it Ireland? Is it in Dublin? Where is it? Writes their accents into the characters and their internal monologues and I really love that. I'm very intrigued by the story, so there's no reason for me to not have read this book yet, so I think I'm gonna put it on the TBR. Hopefully this is the last time it's ever on my TBR because I'm actually gonna read it. But yeah, she is a thick girl and the font is quite small, so I'm gonna have to get my magnifying glass out, but that's okay. I'm still really excited to read it. Okay, next prompt. That one's okay, I can't open it. There we go. I can never open them. A book starting with a random letter. It wouldn't be one of my TBR videos without a random generator, picks, whatever. So I'm gonna go get my computer and we're gonna find a random letter. Okay, so the first letter it gave me was I, but I haven't actually clicked the button, so I'm gonna do it again. Generate random letter. E. That's a hard one. Hey, I feel like vowels are weird to find book titles for. It's what am I trying to say? Oh, I've found one. Okay, so I've just seen Enemies by TBR, but I'm gonna keep looking to see if we've got any other options. Oh, I've read that book. I just saw Electric Idol by Katie Robert and got excited. Okay, we have one option, which makes my job really easy. I feel like this January TBR is telling me to read a lot of the books that I've been promising to read but haven't. So Enemies by TBR, this one is a high school football romance. I think we have 2 football romances, that is very interesting. This one, however, is American football and Binding 13 is a rugby. I do prefer rugby, so we'll see how that goes. But Enemies, I think, is a high school romance. It's very angsty. It's is it Second Chance? Enemies to lovers kind of vibes. Okay, so it sounds like she has a lot of internalized hatred for the guy and he's just living his life. You know, I'm sure he did actually do something probably pretty bad and that's why she hates him, but all will be revealed when I actually read the book. Enemies by TBR will be our second book for the month of January. We're getting a very nice orange theme happening right here. Next, oh my god, should we I feel like it's only right that we use the one that like leapt out at me, right? A book that starts with the first letter of the month. So J. Do I have any books starting with J? I know I have Juniper Hill, but I've read that. There's probably a really obvious one that I'm just like not seeing. I think we're gonna have to choose a new prompt because I don't have any books starting with the letter J. Is there another way I can do that prompt? I don't think there really is. So I'm just gonna pick another one. A single parent trope. This is one of my favorite tropes when it's done right, especially single dad. I eat it up every time. I've just thought of a book that I have coming in the mail, and it's like technically single parent. I don't know if he's a single parent when it starts though. The book I'm thinking of is Welcome to the Dark Side by Gianna Darling. I probably said when I finished Lessons in Corruption that I wasn't going to continue this series, but I've been enlightened. I read Out of Sight, which is like the 0.5 novella at the very beginning of the series as like an introduction. I read that, and I think Lessons in Corruptions just might not have been for me. I think the rest of the series could have some very, very good potential. So I'm like tempted to pick that one, but I will browse my shelves first. There surely has to be one that I've not read. I know there's Unravel Me by Becca Mack, and that's single. Is it single parent? Is he a single parent or is she a single parent? I'm pretty sure it's single parent. But being totally honest, I don't really want to read that book. So I think my only option is Unravel Me or Welcome to the Dark Side. And I think I'm gonna pick Welcome to the Dark Side because listen, when I read Lessons in Corruption, I fell in love with Zeus more than I did with King. I know Welcome to the Dark Side is like, it's probably gonna make me a little bit uncomfy because he's like her guardian of some sort, but I'm like, is he a guardian of some sort? Or do they just talk to each other? I don't know, but there's a big uncomfortable age gap, and deep breaths, you know? I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about it. One of my friends read it on Instagram and we were talking about it, and she said 25% into the book or something, 15% into the book, it actually gets like okay and it's not creepy anymore. So I'm like, do I go there? I think I'm gonna go there. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna choose Welcome to the Dark Side, so we're just gonna place her on the pile. So number 4, just pick one. My most recent purchase is Welcome to the Dark Side. What's my most recent purchase that is actually on my shelves right now? I'm gonna have to go on Amazon because I can't remember. I've probably read most of my recent purchases because there was Merry Mischief List and there was also New Year's Day by Monica Murphy, and I've read both of those. Okay, well, the last 2 books I ordered was Merry Mischief List and New Year's Day. Then the next one before that was Dead Man Walking by Gianna Darling, but I ordered that book before I decided I was going to read the whole series, so I don't want to skip ahead and read that one. So before that, we have some Christmas presents, but before that was Cruel Prince, Weak Side and Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. I already have 2 high school romances, so I'm not too sure about Cruel Prince, but that's like the one I kind of am vibing with the most. But I also have a dark romance in Welcome to the Dark Side, so I'm not sure. Am I gonna choose Unsteady? I don't really feel like reading that right now though. Like, I'm not in a super emotional mood. Well, I am, because I bawled my eyes out to Sable Peak yesterday. I don't know what I want to read. I don't know what I want to read. Oh my god, I don't know. What do I choose? I don't know. The book I am most likely to read is, I believe, gonna be Cruel Prince. I know this is like my 3rd high school romance. Oh my god, I hate this cover so much. Do I pick this one up? No, I'm gonna go with Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. I just had like a flashback to like the first sentence of that book or something, and I decided that I don't want to read it. That's not Unsteady. Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. I'm gonna read this one. And I also saw a really, really cute quote about this book the other day. I don't remember what it was, so I don't know what I'm trying to tell you. But this is a college hockey romance. It's supposed to be very like traumatic and angsty and tearjerkery, so I'm excited for it. I believe Unsteady is Peyton's debut novel, which is so exciting. I have literally heard nothing but good things. So after that big clusterfuck of decision making, I think I'm gonna put this one on my TBR. Book number 5. I don't know why that was so hard for me to choose that book, but anyway. Oh, she's a little one. Give a book a second chance. What am I looking at over there? I still haven't finished When She Unravels. I did read a little bit more and it got slightly better. I've started Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. I got like halfway through and it just like didn't keep my attention, so I could choose that one. I feel like Say You Swear might be the only book that I have the opportunity to give a second chance because I unhauled a lot of my books that I wasn't interested in continuing, so I think we're gonna have to go with Say You Swear. Oh, I could actually do Reckless by Elsie Silver. Literally every single book on my TBR except for one is a sports romance. Reckless is a sports romance anyway. I'm gonna choose Say You Swear. Okay, here she is. I have my little post-it note in the top to tell me how far I got in. I don't know if I want to start it from the start because the start was a slog. So I got 224 pages in. These are so... why would you make that the like picture of the chapter? Anyway, I'm gonna pick back up Say You Swear. Literally everybody that I know loves this book and I just don't, or maybe I haven't read far enough into the book to discover why everyone loves it, but I'm gonna put this one on my TBR again. I love this cover so much. I don't know why they didn't keep this cover for the traditionally published version. Like, this cover is beautiful. Okay, what is this? Book number 6. Give them a good mix around. An author whose first or last name starts with the first letter of the month. We already went over this. I will try again for an author with a J in their name. I can't promise anything. We have Janine Benedict, but I read her book. Ooh. I've found 2 potentials. We have Jessica Hawkins and Tate James. Oh, we finally had another book by Jessie Hall. So I think our 2 contenders for an author whose first or last name starts with the first letter of the month is going to be Liar by Tate James or The White Monarch Trilogy by Jessica Hawkins. This book is huge. How long is the first book? Oh, she's kind of long and the font's kind of small. Violent Delights is 218 pages long. This is gorgeous though. I love that. I know this one's like a love triangle and it's cartel romance. I think I've not read cartel romance, so I'm very intrigued to try it. How long are her chapters? They're kind of short. Maybe that's good. Potentially. It's a big book though. Like I will sprain my wrist trying to hold that up. And then we have Liar, which is the second book in the Madison Kate series. I really loved Tate, but this is one that I actually could have given a second chance. I got about 100 pages into this book and I put it down because it just like wasn't grabbing me. I think the Madison Kate series is one that you really need to read like back to back, and I didn't do that. For that reason, I'm gonna start a new series and I'm gonna start the White Monarch Trilogy by Jessica Hawkins with Violent Delights, which is the first book. This is the big bind up, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. So I think I'm just gonna add the first book to my January TBR. Okay, number 7. Yes, number 7. Which is another short one. Okay, let's do this. Pick up where you left off. Why are all these prompts trying to make me finish books and finish series? So this one says pick up where you left off in brackets continue a series. So I could pick literally anything I want. We could do the Kingmaker series by Sophie Lark. We could do the Next Gen series by Cora Riley. Could pick up Aka War because I just finished Aka Math. I don't think I'm ready for that though. I could read Watch Your Mouth by Candy Steiner. I could read The Legacy by Elle Kennedy. I think I'm gonna choose Sophie Lark because this time last year I read The Air by her and I absolutely loved it, so it just feels full circle to pick up the next book in her series, which is The Spy, which is conveniently right here. So The Spy by Sophie Lark, I can't really tell you anything about this book without spoiling it for you. I unfortunately spoiled for myself who the spy is because I didn't think I was gonna read this book for a long time, so I like picked it up and had a little sneaky flick through, and it is who I suspected it would be. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up The Spy. Sophie Lark's Kingmaker series is set at like a mafia college in the middle of nowhere in like a deserted island. It's such a fun setting. I really enjoy it, and she also has these kind of like war games but not really war games. It's like games amongst the different year levels at the school, and they're really fun. So I think I'm gonna pick this one up. It's just a very like easy, kind of mindless but still entertaining series, so this one's gonna go on the TBR. My January TBR is getting a little bit tall. There's a lot of thick books there, but it's okay. Our final book for January, I feel like I have a pretty good mix of genres and things though. Oh my god, as if we needed another sports romance on the list. This one is Professional Athlete. I feel like I've read all my Professional Athlete books. Oh no, I haven't. I have not. I could add Reckless by Elsie Silver and The Right Move by Liz Thompson. come forward onto this little stack, but I just don't really feel like reading either of those two. So I have The Wolf, Winnipeg and Me by Marina Zapata. I could make my TBR even thicker. I also have Unravel Me by Becca Mack. I said before that I don't really feel like reading this one, so I think I'm gonna pass. And then for my third professional athlete, I have Watch Your Mouth, which is professional hockey in Tampa, Florida, I want to say, but they are professional hockey players. This one is Brother's Best Friend, and I have tried reading it. I did put it down. I don't even really know why. I just put it down. I feel like this is a pretty obvious choice for the final prompt. I'm going to choose Watch Your Mouth for professional athlete. This time last year as well, I was reading Quarterback Sneak, so like maybe she can give me some January luck or something. But I'm gonna add Watch Your Mouth by Candy Steiner to my January TBR. So just to recap for you, for professional athlete, we have Watch Your Mouth by Candy Steiner. From the prompt of pick up where you left off, i.e. continue a series, we have The Spy by Sophie Lark. For the prompt of an author whose first or last name starts with the first letter of the month, we have Violent Delight by Jessica Hawkins. For the prompt of give a book a second chance, I'm going to be picking up Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. For the prompt of most recent purchase, I had to scour my Amazon and figure out that it was Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. For the prompt of single parent trope, I'm going to be picking up Welcome to the Dark Side by Gianna Darling. For the prompt of a book starting with a random letter, our random letter was E, and I picked up Enemies by Tijan. And finally, for a book by an author you've never read from before, I chose to pick up Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. So there we have my entire January TBR. She is very hefty. I'm gonna do well to get through these books, I will say that. Plus obviously we have Welcome to the Dark Side as well, which I believe is a pretty thick book as well, so wish me luck. But anyway, I do think there is a lot of really good options in here for me because I'm a massive mood reader. I definitely think I can probably survive with this TBR and just like jump around from book to book. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'm very excited to dive into my TBR, and I really hope you guys have got an exciting TBR coming up for yourselves as well. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe because I would love to have you here. My Bookstagram and Goodreads are always linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!